Hi everybody, Craig here. Welcome to episode 10 of my 3 vs 5 Age of Wonders 3 playthrough series. In this series, myself and 2 AI teammates set to Lord difficulty are up against a team of 5 AI set to Emperor difficulty. In this series, I'm playing as the Frostling Theocrat, Falsor Frostscroll. In our last episode, we really improved our position in the Shadow Realm, and that was largely due to our elimination of that pesky magic rift that had been causing us so much grief. And we kind of were able to mass our forces. We had our Dwarven Warlord hero as well as our Shadow Elf Dreadnought hero leading kind of a mixed bag of units, and we brought everybody to bear and we cleared out that magic rift. That was probably the biggest achievement in that last episode, was just getting rid of that. And now we can really focus on expanding our influence and our position in the Shadow Realm and hopefully making a lot of progress there. Now, before we proceed into the episode, I did just want to give a couple of quick shout outs to a few individuals who left some fantastic comments on the previous episode. The first of those comments is from Death. Death pointed out that in the previous episode, I was getting a little bit sloppy in some of my battles, and I think that's a great assessment. I did kind of let things get away from me a little bit, so I'm going to make sure in this episode to try to clean that up, button things up and make sure that the battles are going a little bit better and I'm not making any silly mistakes and losing units unnecessarily. Death also pointed out that I shouldn't worry about trying to get the Holy of Holies yet, and that's in reference to, let me just jump to the Throne City here. I was contemplating potentially building the Holy of Holies, as you can see here, as a way to eventually get access to the Shrine of Smiting and the Herald of Winter. But of course, I'm going to still need to do a bit of researching before I have access to those units. But eventually, it would be good to have this ready to go, such that when I do, I am able to have this more quickly. However, Death is pointing out that at this stage, it would probably be more beneficial to improve my infrastructure for a few more turns at least. And so that's what I'm working on here with the Observatory, to get additional research and knowledge. And maybe I'll even throw in a Master's Guild to improve my production capability. And that would actually speed up the production of the Holy of Holies as well. So I really like that comment from Death, to kind of just, don't worry about it right this second. Let's focus on getting the infrastructure going a little bit more. And then very shortly after that, we can jump to the Holy of Holies. The next comment here is from Nolan Cook. Nolan pointed out that last episode I was trying to decide which unit to charm when I was battling with my leader here, that being Falsor himself, and I chose to charm a unit that is capable of evolving, that being this Draconian Fledgling. And it also has quick learner, as you can see there, so it actually gains experience more quickly. And Nolan said this was a great choice, and that's obviously because I have a chance to actually get a fairly powerful unit out of this if I'm able to gain some experience with this unit. And also it was more susceptible to the mind control, so it was a good choice, and I appreciate Nolan pointing that one out. Nolan also mentioned that I should definitely remember to use my leader's spells in battle, especially some of the battles that don't directly involve my Theocrat himself. And I'm kind of been forgetting them, and I actually don't think I've done the best job of researching those options as well. So if we take a look at our book here, I mean, I do have a few actually half-decent combat spells to use. Like Divine Protection can really make a big difference if you're up against a lot of magic damage, as you can see here. And Instant Wrath, obviously, is also extremely powerful, as then basically units will get reflected back a lot of the damage. Half of what they're doing to you is getting dealt back to them. So this can make a big difference as well. And obviously, Smite can be very powerful. So just a good reminder there from Nolan to not forget about my leader's spell casting abilities, and making sure I use them where appropriate in all of my battles. And then finally here we have a comment from Michael Korsic, and really good eagle eye catch on Michael's part here. Pointed out that I actually did not clear out this great farm. So despite the fact that I won the battle, I believe I had initiated the battle with a cherub, and then the cherub actually died in the battle, and so no unit actually set foot onto the tile, and as a result, we didn't actually clear it out. So I do need to get a unit back here to clear this out, maybe gain a little bit of benefit, maybe some gold or a unit or something, and then actually reap the reward in this city to improve the growth. As you can see here, we actually don't have any income of growth from the farm because we haven't cleared it out yet. So really good catch there from Michael. I really appreciate that one, as I would have completely missed it, as I already have. So as always, a big thank you to everybody for the excellent comments and suggestions. And we're going to proceed into the episode here, as again, we've got a lot to do and a few things to take care of. So first things first, let's see if we can get a unit back there to maybe grab that. So I could maybe send one of my units, maybe a Cherub or something, to go and do that. Another option would be to produce a unit actually in the city here. So we could do a Frostling Ice Scaper and get, just have the unit, once it's produced, walk over and clear that out. That certainly is an option. Maybe we'll do that. Maybe we will make an Ice Scaper. So we'll produce, there we go. And then we'll send him over and he'll clear that out next turn. That way we can keep all of our Shadow Realm units here together and have them form some fighting stacks. One thing we're definitely going to do is want to clear out this Ancient Ruin up here. And then the other stack can probably head... Actually, we could send somebody south. Maybe we'll break the Cherub off and have him do some scouting for us. That wouldn't be the worst idea. Otherwise, we could head back and maybe clear out this Archon Fort. I'm still a little hesitant to clear out this box of Cataclysms, just because then, of course, a Cataclysm is going to befall the world. And that could actually be kind of unpleasant for me. So... Anyway, though, let's end the battle, or end the turn, excuse me. And we'll let that flip over. Okay. So, yeah, now we're going to definitely need to continue working on expanding our army down here with Falsor himself, because we need to have a fighting force ready to deal with the onslaught that's going to come from my opponents. Of course, we already stumbled into a battle with them that happened, I think that was 2 episodes ago at the Lost Library. Thankfully, it went very well, and we were able to win the battle without too much trouble. I guess the other big development last episode was getting Divine Justicars with Falsor. So his army, all of the units in it now have Resurgence, which is very, very good. That's going to make a tremendously big difference for us. And it's also going to allow me not to have to worry about taking as many risks in battle. I'll be able to be a little bit more aggressive than I otherwise would be, because if a unit ends up dying, it's okay as long as I win the battle. Important caveat, though, that only applies to units within Falsor's stack. Any other unit that's maybe coming along for the ride as an adjacent tile, that unit will not have Resurgence, so I just need to make sure I remember that. Also, if Falsor himself is killed in battle, that effect goes away. So I remember that happened, I think, in a previous playthrough series where I actually lost the hero in the battle, and then the remaining units that I had no longer had Resurgence, so I had to be very careful. But then I think once I won the battle, the hero actually came back because the Divine Justicars applied to the hero as well. But as soon as the hero was dead, it no longer applied to the remaining units. So it's a little bit complicated, and I'm hoping I remember that correctly. But in any case, I'm going to try not to get in a situation where Falsor is dead or anything like that. We're going to just make sure that we play it, reasonably safe, but as I mentioned, we can be more aggressive with our units. All right, so the turn is flipping over. Looks like our final opponent here is moving. Zerti the Sleek, our Draconian Rogue opponent. Yikes. We're going to have to make sure we get this going in terms of our attack here fairly soon, because those rogues can really snowball and get pretty nasty very, very quickly. So we want to make sure we deal with those rogues. Once they get their Shadow Stalkers out, and especially if they can research the upgrade for their Shadow Stalkers, they can become almost unkillable, which can be really problematic. Okay, let's see. Territory Rush for 3 turns. Let's see. Okay, so we can lower upkeep by allowing troops a bit of looting. Interesting. We have a quest available from the Archon Dwelling. Tell me about it. Okay, they would like me to kill some fairies. These don't really look like fairies to me. Oh, it's a satyr. Okay, so that's like the little goat men from like Greek mythology, if I remember correctly. We've got a peace treaty and a paladin. Yeah, sure, why not? We'll probably send a unit over there. This shouldn't be too challenging for us to do. And that'll give us 10 turns to get there, so I think we'll be able to manage that. Again, we're planning to send one group up to clear out the Ancient Ruin and the other to head down. That being said, I mean, clearing this Ancient Ruin really isn't of any major consequence in that, it's kind of a dead end up here. We'd clear it and then have to backtrack, so I don't know if it's entirely worth doing. I mean, I'd have to kind of think about it, I guess. One thing I will do, though, is I am going to send a Cherub down this way just to see what I find. I want to scout and see if this ends up being a dead end or if maybe this is a pathway to something interesting. Okay, so I think I'm going to send the Shadow Elf Dreadnought hero along with his little group. maybe back to join in with the Crusader, and then they can all proceed down this direction. Meanwhile, the Warlord perhaps could go clear this out. Again, though, I'm looking at this going, is this even worth clearing? Because it's really not in an opportune spot, and I'm going to lose out on a lot of movement going all the way up there to do it. And the city's probably not going to expand enough to even get near that. So maybe I just leave it. As much as I, kind of hate to say that, it might be worth just leaving it alone. So let's send our little guy over. Ooh, a white tiger and some gold. Yeah, sure, I'll take that reward. We can send this little guy back to just guard the city. Should be good for him there. All right, so back here, maybe we don't worry about this then in retrospect, because I don't want to delay getting my units into action here. So, now do we have a healer in this stack? We have our hero with Guardian Flame, which provides some healing. So that's at least good. Meanwhile, in this stack, we have the White Witch who has healing. So I think we'll probably be all right here, although it's not as much healing. It's only 10 health per turn, whereas healing itself is providing 20. But at least we have healing capability in this stack. So let's head over and we can clear out the Archon Fort. Boy, I'm really interested to see if this leads to something, because if it does, maybe this would be a good pathway to send this little army. I'm going to need another unit in this stack, though, because right now we don't really have, a good, kind of tanky melee unit. I mean, we could use the Warlord to be that, I guess, but it would be nice to have something else in that stack. And you know what? Maybe we can send the White Tiger to join in with that group, actually, even though it's just tier 1. That might be helpful, just to have an extra unit in the group here. So now I guess the big question is, where do we go with our Warlord? I mean, we could just send both units this direction, head down the road. The other option would be I gamble on this and see where it goes. I'm a little bit tempted to do that. Maybe I go down here and then just kind of wait. Like this, and I can move the White Tiger in. Yeah, let's wait and see. If it ends up being exciting, great, we can go that way, and if not, we'll head this way and follow our other hero. So maybe that's kind of the best compromise there. Let's jump over to the rest of the Shadow Realm here. Now we have our Warlord hero, who's got a very powerful stack. The only problem they have right now is a lack of healing, which we definitely need to address. But what we can do with them is go clear out this warband camp that's been causing us a little bit of grief. Head down there. Excellent. And it looks like we're up against a Shadow Elf Assassin, Draconian Cutthroat, and a Scoundrel. Okay. So we just got to watch out for that Assassin Strike. That always poses a little bit of a risk. And as I mentioned, we don't currently have any healing, so we're going to try to minimize taking a ton of excess damage if we really don't need to. Let's just blast them a little bit. See if maybe we can goad them into coming out to face us here. Throw Transfer Pain on. Hoping they'll just come out to face me. Ooh, they're going to blast us with their ranged attacks. I guess I shouldn't be too surprised. Alright, well, we're going to have to do this the old-fashioned way and charge in there, it looks like. Alright, well, we'll send the Tiger in to blast that obstacle. And then we can actually send our Dryad in as well. We'll just kind of start breaking fences here. And there we go. Alright, and then our Warlord can charge right in and blast this Scoundrel for some heavy damage. Perfect. Very nice. And then we'll have our Exalted just hang out there, provide a little bit of support. Our Unicorn, on the other hand, could phase in behind here, do some big damage. The only problem is then the Assassin might blast him for some heavy damage, but we shall see. The Unicorn might be in some trouble. Yep. Oh, shoot. Yeah, there goes the Unicorn. Well, like I said, I had this plan of I'm going to not play these battles fast and loose, and then here I am. All right. Let's clean it up. We're not going to make those mistakes anymore. Try for that Entangling Touch. There's the kill with our Exalted. We really do need a healer in this stack, though. That's a big problem currently. A shield. I mean, it's not a bad shield by any stretch, but I don't think it's really that great. I just don't know if any of my heroes are missing a shield. I think probably someone could use a shield. Yeah, there we go. Actually, we don't even have one with our warlords, so let's give it to him. There we go. Thankfully, that ended up being a half-decent decision. But we really do need a healer in this group. So what I'm going to probably do, actually, is I'm going to send this apprentice over to the Shadow Gate, try to get there as quickly as I can, so that we have a healer to maybe join in eventually. So all support units have that healing capability now. Clearing out this Hollow Grove would be excellent. So let's maybe go over there and see if we can manage that. Yeah, we'll go like this and like that. And then next turn we can try and clear that out. There's some gold for us to grab as well. Yeah, again, wasteful to lose that unicorn, so we're going to not do that anymore. No more wasting units. Grab some haste berries. Ooh, and look at this. Okay. Got some trebuchets here coming from... Oh, and looks like he's moving in to attack our ally here. Oh, yikes. Okay, he's got a pretty decent army. Human sharpshooter. Very cool. Got a heavy crossbow. Yikes. Okay, well, looks like we stumbled onto our opponent, so we know where he's going. He's heading right here. And we have our rogue stack up here that was kind of moving over to deal with this. Maybe we turn them around and start heading down here. The only problem is it's going to be 6 turns until we get there. I actually think maybe we just keep going this way and then we get in the water once we've cleared this out. Yeah, let's do that. So we'll go clear out the tomb and then we'll get in the water. In the meantime, I think we maybe need to get Falsor involved here. Although, you know, I'm torn on this one because I kind of want to send Falsor south and have him just start getting into the fight with where my opponents actually are and start, like, trying to siege their cities and everything. I don't really have any units in this vicinity able to assist easily. I'm just looking around to see what I've got. Yeah, I don't really have anything nearby. I think I have some units underground, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I have this little guy digging. And I've got this stack over here that was doing some work for me. And we have our city down here we've made contact with. And we were going to try and clear this out, I think, the monster den. Well, shoot. Yeah, we're going to need to reinforce our ally here, who's in a bad spot. Yeah, his hero's not going to stand much chance. Not against this army when it makes landfall. So now the question is, do we want to get in the water with Falsor and try to fight them? Or do we want to just head south and try to maybe deal with... Man, it's a tough one. Okay, let's find out. So where's my ally's throne city? It's not there. It's back here. So really, we would just have to make sure we're defending up here. Ooh, I forgot about these little guys. You know what? Let's send them over. Maybe they can assist. But we just need to make sure we defend the throne city. That's the most important thing. So, okay. Oh, I hope this isn't going to bite me in the butt. But I'm actually going to ignore this. I'm going to head down and attack this structure. I'm going to ignore these units. I'm going to go for this battle. I might try and snag that elder with a convert just to see if I can get another healer. Alright. So again, these units have resurgence, so I can be a little bit more aggressive. Go like this. We'll blast the Hellhound for a touch of damage. Put our Parade Guard up there. And our Crusader. Clan Guard as well. Barab can kind of move up a touch. And then you know what? Maybe we'll bestow Iron Heart onto the Parade Guard. There we go. Alright, going after our Theocrat. Not entirely surprising, really. Okay, so let's swoop around here, blast the Hellhound. Excellent. And the Salamander needs to die, so we can do a strike there. Okay, now the Elder... What if we hit him with a boastful formation? taunted them. Now let's see if we can convert them. 50% chance, so we'll give it a shot. Excellent. Okay, that worked out perfectly. So there we go. We got ourselves another healer. That's going to come in handy, I think. Now, the other question is, do we want to try and clear out this Raven's Keep? Maybe we can take a look at what's in there first. Oh, yikes. A Fallen Angel, Northern Glow, Poltergeist, Node Tribal, and 2 Ghosts. Geez, this Fallen Angel could be really nasty. Not to mention we're all going to be suffering from Mass Curse. I don't know. Look at this Northern Glow, too. Melee strike of 14 shock damage. This Blinding Aura, Static Shield, Total Awareness. Oh my god, when it dies, it does damage to everybody around it, too. That's pretty scary. 60% physical protection, 100% frost and shock protection. That's pretty scary. Alright, so let's see. What are we dealing with? I mean, really, I don't know if we'd have enough strength to manage that battle. I mean, I want to try it, but I just don't know if that's worth the risk, really. I mean, I think we could manage it. It's just like, boy, that's a tough fight. We could clear out these lizard men and try to get access to this inn, I suppose. You know what? Okay, I'm gonna gamble this. This is gonna be a big risk, but we're gonna try this battle out. I hope I don't regret this. We may have to use our spell casting in this battle because, actually, since we're up against the undead, our smite is going to come in handy for this one, I think. Our Crusader did take some punishment, so what we're going to do is we're going to throw on Iron Heart, get that health back, and then we're going to step up like this in defense mode. With our Chieftain, we're going to try and curse the Fallen Angel. No such luck, but at least we kind of did a bit of work there. Clan Guard can move in and actually do a little bit of damage here. As can our Cherub. Alright. End our turn there. Let's see what happens next here. Ooh, yikes, trying to petrify my units. That's pretty scary. My Clan Guard took a beating, but thankfully they're okay. Right, we can do some pretty heavy damage with our Parade Guard here, so let's do that. Nice, and we got a critical there. That actually did really good damage. Poltergeist beat up our Clan Guard pretty heavily. What kind of damage? Oh, look at this. All right, let's try that. Maybe we can even get lucky. Ah, no such luck. I was hoping we would get the kill there, but fortunately, no. What about the Poltergeist here? Oh, yeah, we can just kill the Poltergeist outright. I don't think this is going to do enough. Let's see. 4 plus 3 is 7. Plus 5 is 12. Plus 2, so 14. Actually, the minimum should get the kill. So let's do this, and then we're in guard mode. Yeah, perfect. I'm glad I did the math on that. Now, my Chieftain, unfortunately, got petrified, which isn't great. The Crusader can get the kill here on the Northern Glow, so let's do that. Okay, a little bit of damage, but nothing we can't handle. A little bit... Okay, the Fallen Angel, thankfully, does not have much in the way of mobility at the moment, so what I'm thinking is maybe we get over there and just do some damage. Let's see, what kind of work can we do? Pretty good, actually, all things considered here. Although, and I don't want to get in range of his attacks, because that could be devastating. So you know what? We're just going to blast and soften him up here. Let's do this. Very nice. Okay. Let's see what happens next here. Ouch. Oh, that sucks. I didn't realize that they drained our casting points with that attack. That really sucks. Node Tribal. Okay, let's get in behind here. Yeah, there we go. Nice flank shots there. Unfortunately, our Cherub taking a pounding, but it's going to still be alive. Let's get in there behind and get the kill with our Clan Guard here. Although, yeah, our Chieftain's still out of commission. Parade Guard is kind of not doing so hot. Oh, dang. Okay, well, we actually lost our clan guard, but the resurgence should be in effect. Fallen Angel is dead and will come back, so we got to make sure that we don't let that happen. Still got another turn before that does happen, though, so we should be fine. All right, let's get the kill on that ghost. And then let's get the kill here on the node tribal. There we go. Now, I think our clan guard should come back, even though it blew up. Yeah, there we go. All right, so we cleared everything out. We took a lot of damage, but nobody stayed dead, thanks to our resurgence. Ooh, and look at that. We got access to Mass Curse. Well, we got some casting points back, so that's good. And some extra mana. I'm going to take this, because Mass Curse could be actually kind of helpful. The money would be good, but I think actually just the casting points and the Mass Curse are going to be worth it. Very good. Okay, so now, yeah, that's all our movement. We got to heal a little bit. We'll leave this guy next there because that's actually helpful to have one more unit. And then Paid Absolution we can throw on one of our cities. Yeah, we currently have it already on Halls. Let's jump to the Shadow Realm. I think I have it on this city if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I do, right, okay. Maybe we also then throw it on one of our other cities down here. Actually, you know what? Let's throw it onto our... Just trying to think. So units that are within the city limits get a happiness boost. All right, we'll eventually throw it on all our cities, so we're going to throw it here. Very nice. Okay. We also have to get these orcs moving eventually and have them clear out some of these structures, but once we have the Theocrat's Conclave finished, then we can make some Crusaders, so that'll be really good. Okay. I think we're probably going to maybe do some more Cherubs here, get just a few more units going if possible. Production-wise, we definitely want to keep improving the Throne City. I think a Master's Guild at this point would be ideal, actually. So let's do that. We'll get the Master's Guild going. Even though that's pretty expensive, I think it's worth doing. The only thing that's going to kind of suck is once the domain expands a bit, if this unit ends up in our domain, it's going to cause us the morale penalty. So we may actually eventually have to get an army over here to clear this out. However, for now, I think we'll just leave it. We're just heading down this way. Brunsund, I think most of our cities here, we're probably going to just do merchandise to save some gold. Yeah, this group's going to stay there until we have more units to help out. This little guy was doing some scouting for us and actually uncovered a larvae pool that's spawning shadow demons, which we eventually are going to have to get rid of. But he can head down this way, follow this road. Ooh, and look at that. We've got another possibly Shadow Elf city there that we can make contact with next turn. This group underground. Now, here's the big question. Are we strong enough to take on all these spiders? In particular, the Vampire Spider Queen is the thing I'm the most scared of. The Dread Spider's nothing to take lightly as well. I think we can try it, though. I think we'll manage it. We just have to play it smart. The big trick is going to be making sure that we're smart with how we use our buffs here, I think. So the big thing I want to do is I actually want to retreat back, force them to kind of funnel in towards me, I think. What I'd like to do here is use my Crusader as my main fighting force. And I'm going to throw on Touch of Faith. That's going to help them resist the webbing, I think. And then we'll throw on Transfer Pain. And the Crusader is going to, again, be up front. Cherub's going to move back. This could end really poorly for me, actually, but we'll see. Alright, so they've got a few units coming around this way. Actually, we can do some pretty good damage here. Let's do it. Nice. Rimfire making a big difference there for us. And then we can step up with our... Nice. Throw in some stones. Do the same over here. Almost the kill, but not quite. And then you know what? We will go right here with our cherub and have them be the guard there. And then our Crusader, on the other hand, want to prevent the spider from getting in there and attacking the martyr. I think putting the Crusader right here will actually prevent that, because it's not going to be able to make it all the way around. If it comes in here, it's going to take a bunch of attacks of opportunity. So I'm going to go like that. I think that should be sufficient. Oh, wow. Okay, it still went for the... Interesting. Well, hey, I got a free hit on it and actually did a lot of damage, so that's pretty good. And it wasn't successful in trying to web my martyr, so all in all, not so bad. All right, the Dread Spider baby now we can do some work on here. Nice, okay. And now it would be great to kill the Vampire Spider Queen, if possible. What I'd like to do, though, is maybe kill off that Dread Spider. I don't know. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to get the kill here. I think we have to focus on the Spider Queen. She's the bigger threat, so... Maybe what we do, though, is we attack like this. We'll take some damage, and then we can just heal it with our Lore Keeper, actually. Let's see. So here, like, we're not really going to be doing that much damage. At most, we're going to do 6 per hit. I mean, that's not terrible, I guess, but... Yeah, and this we're only going to be doing a minimum of 8. Alright. Let's go for the damage. Not bad, not bad. And then we'll do this. Nice, we got some criticals, and we got the kill. That's what we needed. And then we can actually turn around with this guy, throw some stones. Yeah, we'll throw some stones here. Very nice. And the cherubs we can just keep in defense mode, I think. Ouch, a little bit of flank damage there. That's not so fun. Cherubs did their thing. They held out exactly as they needed to. All right, and now we can use our strategy here so we can step up and blast these things. Oh, big damage there. Excellent. And then our martyr, we want to get more experience with the martyr to try to level him up. So we'll go like this and kill the spiderling. And nice, there's a level up. Eventually we could get that into an exalted, which would be huge. And nobody died. That's the most important part. Lots of good experience gained. And hey, we got some... Ooh, a pretty decent melee weapon. And the Crazed Chicken is actually a decent usable item because it gives you that throw chicken ability. Although the gold would be nice. Part of me is tempted to sell this for gold. I won't lie. This is a good melee weapon, though. I don't really have any heroes in the immediate vicinity, however. I hate to say this, but I think I'm going to sell it for gold. I may regret that choice, but the reason I'm going to do that is because that actually will free up a little bit of gold that I can maybe use to develop a city or two. We'll see if that ends up being a bad choice. Maybe we head down and we go for this gold mine. Clear out some of these kobold units here that are guarding it. A bunch of footpads and a geomancer. I think we can handle that without too much difficulty. We'll... Oh, nice, and I picked up some refugees, so Ostiel gained some additional population. And then we'll wait till next turn to engage that battle. That'll give us a chance to heal as well. We can recoup a little bit of gold here with our mining process. Here we go, very nice. Excellent. Okay, perfect. And that's going to do it for our turn, so... Yeah, pretty good, all around pretty good turn. Again, we're going to see if my decision over here ends up being one I regret. Boy, I sure hope not, but we will see. Oh, in terms of city production and development here, let's just see. Okay, these are all developing something. That's good. Yep. Now, Brunsund, I think we want to develop instead of merchandise because we have a little more money now. Boy, it would be nice to maybe get a laboratory to just improve our knowledge gain. Siege Workshop wouldn't be bad to help improve production. Happiness, that's never bad. Theocrat's Conclave would give us access to again, our units that are going to help us out a lot. So, I don't know. We've got good options there. I think maybe we go Siege Workshop to improve production, and then we could do the Theocrats Conclave. So let's do the Siege Workshop. And then we're going to end the turn there. Okay. Another question is going to be, where do we want to summon this Cherub? I'm thinking maybe we try to reinforce our ally a little bit here, because we know he's going to come under attack. Nice, okay, at least he's bringing a few units back, it looks like, to try to rally to the city. Oh, excellent. Okay, he's bringing, even if these are junk... Oh, what is... Are you abandoning the city? No. What are you doing? We just saw the enemy over here. I know you saw it too, Mr. AI. Because you have the same vision that I do. They should be reinforcing this city, these two cities, knowing that they're coming. Actually, it would be great to get this watchtower under our control so we could see more of what's coming at us, but... Oh, yikes, that's not sounding very good. You hear the wings flapping. Yeah, we really need to improve our offensive situation down here. We need more powerful units under our control. Maybe clearing out this inn wouldn't be the worst idea in the world, actually. There's a tomb down there that we could clear. But I think we just head maybe down and try to get this watchtower under our control. And then maybe we'll get an eye on what's going on in this area. Maybe we'll get to see some of our allies, or excuse me, some of our opponents' cities. Then we can start formulating a plan of attack. I don't like Falsor kind of being on his own down here, though. That's not ideal. It would be much better if he had some support. Okay, and it looks like we're coming under attack from some... Okay, roaming elemental units. We should be able to handle this. There may be another spawning structure that I'm actually not aware of. So we may need to clear that out as well. It's a good chance for us to maybe get some extra experience here. So again, ideally, I want these martyrs to gain some more experience. One thing we're going to do is we're going to buff the Crusader, and then we're going to heal the martyr. And we're going to... Actually, oh, maybe I should have buffed the Stormtrooper, or the Orc Stomper. But we'll send this Crusader up. Send this Crusader up as well. This Martyr, I suppose this Martyr could throw one on one of our units as well if we wanted. It's maybe not the worst idea. What if we go like this? Oh, we can't quite get to them. Shoot. Oh well, that's alright. Let's see what happens next here. Okay, yeah, taking a bit of damage, but nothing we can't handle. Suppose one thing we could do is just cruise on up with our Dreadnought and blast the Wisp for some damage. Sadly, our Martyrs can't do any damage to the Wisp currently because of their... they only do shock damage, which isn't going to matter against the Wisp. Alright, well, let's charge in. So, okay. We could try and dazzle the Frost Elemental, or we could just... Yeah, that's not going to do much either, so I like this better. Okay, well, we dazzled it. Looks like we dazzled the Wisp, actually. The unit cannot retaliate or make any attacks of opportunity. This would give us the chance now to just cruise right in and actually just kill it. I don't hate. I have to be a little careful with the Stomper just because... the Stomper could potentially get in big trouble due to the elemental damage that this thing does, and being an orc, it's going to have a little bit less. Oh, and we got stunned. Dang it. Okay, well, Crusader will move up like this. Yeah, we may lose that Stomper, sadly. Oh, that's not good, yeah. Oof, yikes. That does not bode well. Martyr can get in there and do a little bit of damage. That Martyr's already done its thing. Can we cast a spell, maybe? Throw a, you know what? Let's throw a Divine Protection on the Stomper just to make sure we don't lose him. Ooh, I think that probably saved his life, or at least contributed to taking less damage, which is important. All right, we'll flank here. There we go. And then it would be great for our other Martyr to maybe get the kill or at least land some damage. Let's see if maybe we can make that happen. Wouldn't mind maybe getting a hit with one of our units here. So let's see. Maybe our Stomper gets out of the way. Actually, now here's a great chance. We could get a nice flanking hit there. What kind of damage do we do here? Ooh, pretty good. We might just get the kill outright, but if we don't, we could probably get the finish with our Martyr. So let's try it. Nice. Okay, and then we can get the finish right here. Perfect, and there's a level up for our Martyr. Exactly what we need. Again, we want to keep getting them as much experience as we can. Try to turn them into Exalted. Excellent. Some nice free experience there for our units, which is always good. Okay. Few things here. We've had a domain invasion at Zeldin, which we just dealt with. And that came from the south, so my guess is there's like a spawning structure in the shadows down here that we can't quite see. Let's go see what we can see with this little guy. This is a bit of a convoluted path, but at least we have access now. We can see what's down here. Keep him moving and see if maybe we find something else down here. It's also possible that that was a unit that had been previously spawned by the Magic Rift and I just didn't see it or something like that. But I guess we'll see. It came from the south, it looks like, so... we got a join offer from Tilso. 75 gold, absolutely. No problem there. Don't even have to think about it. Alright, so now this city belongs to us. And this is the city that is right here. So that's why I wasn't as worried about it, because we've got units in the immediate vicinity. So we've got a good chance to develop it here. Actually, maybe this is a great place to... We'll make a Shadow Elf touch just to help defend it. I could even throw my Cherub down to, you know, act as a bit of a guard for the city initially. But I definitely want to keep improving that city there. What else? We got a joint offer from Leicester. Now, this one is tempting. This is tempting to bring this one into the fold here. It is kind of on the front lines of battle. We've got lots of good structures around it. I think this one I will do this. Ooh, it's risky, though, in terms of the amount of money I got to spend on it. Kind of torn. Let me think about that one. Over to the ooh, nice. We have the Theocrats Conclave in Narmbach now, so we can get the Orc Iconoclast, which is a, let's see, Melee Strike, Warcry, Demolisher, Shatter Strike, Overwhelm, Wall Climbing, Devout, Conqueror's Feast. Oh, that's from Territory's Rush. Okay. Territory Rush. So this is kind of just like a modified infantry unit. Very cool. We've got the Martyr and we've got the Crusader. That's the big ticket item right here. So let's get an Orc Crusader going. I think that would be very powerful for us. And that would solidify our group here. We need a healer as well, but once we have the Evangelist ready to go, we can make a healer there. So that'll be what we'll do. Because the Evangelist is a support unit. Domain invasion. Okay, that's over here. So unfortunately, that's causing us a penalty right now. As you can see there, enemy and domain. So we are going to eventually have to get over here and clear this unit out because it's going to just cause us problems. But for now, we won't worry about it. The Cherub. Like I said, I got to think where I want to summon it. Nice. We did finish the observatory here. That's a big deal. Because now we've got access to this Flow Rock Quarry. That's going to speed things up for us. In terms of production. We could really get this Dwarven City going, actually. We could get ourselves a Theocrats Conclave here. And that would allow us to pump out Crusaders, Martyrs, Evangelists, and the Dwarf Pilgrim as well, which I'm not familiar with. Mana income is good, so we don't have to worry too much there. Flowrock Citadel would improve any machines we produce here. So actually, this might be a good city to have to produce the Shrines of Smiting, actually. So you know what? Maybe I will get a Theocrat's Conclave going in that city there. Zeldin, I don't know. For now, maybe nothing. Gotta go over here now. The question is it worth trying to clear out this Archon Fort? The problem is that we've got... Well, none of these units actually have ranged attacks except for the Saint. The thing I'm the most worried about, though, is that we have to deal with the walls. And, like, none of these units are particularly adept at dealing with the walls. The Stomper, I think, can break... Yeah, it does have wall crushing, so that might be helpful. But otherwise, I don't know how helpful that's really going to be. One thing I suppose we could do, though, is send our Warlord down to help, actually, which I don't mind. Maybe we'll do that, and then we can just gang up on it, clear it out, and be done with it. So again, as I mentioned, none of these units are really able to do any range damage except for the Saint. Saint can also do Lesser Resurrect and heal, so gotta watch out for that. Throw our Guarded by Flames onto our Stomper. We can even send our Martyr over to transfer Pain. And then let's do this Crusader, and we will do the same here. And we can start wiggling our way over ever so slowly. Meanwhile, this batch can kind of head up. We're going to send our Witch over to maybe try to help out and heal up the Stomper or some of our Martyrs. Throw this onto our hero. And that should do it for our turn. Okay, so they're not going to do anything to us. Get our Ice Scaper over there. Our Tiger does have Pounce, although that can't go up walls. I remember learning that one in a previous series, that Pounce does not go up the wall. Even send our Warlord in to see if maybe he can think about attacking the gate. Keep our Tiger there to help support him. Send our White Witch over. Get our Crusader moving in. Both Crusaders. And let's charge in and attack the walls here. Now, I suspect we're going to take some damage there, but we'll see if we can mitigate it a little bit. All right, let's see what happens. Oh, wow. Coming right out to attack us. Interesting approach. Kind of surprising, actually, but... Alright, so the Paladin is here ready to just be blasted. So let's see if we can maybe move our Martyr up. A little flank damage. Very nice. And then maybe follow that up with some additional flank damage. Fantastic. And then, you know what? Now, here is a great opportunity for us to use our ranged attack here to try to dazzle. Actually, not bad at all. This Paladin is actually pretty powerful. We do have to be careful. All our units over here aren't really doing much of anything, so let's just try to get a freeze going. No such luck. I don't think Pounce works from that far away. It does not. Too far away to throw our rocks. Our Warlord, unfortunately, is also too far away to do much of anything. Although, maybe we cast a spell. Let's see. We could throw Last Stand on somebody, I guess. Not that that's going to be that useful, but... maybe we won't need it. Let's see. Actually, our Stomper could just get the finish right here. Let's just do that. Yeah, there we go. Then we can guard the Stomper with our Crusader. Okay. And now we can step up with our Dreadnought. And blast here for some heavy damage and try for the Dazzle. It didn't work, but that's not really that surprising. And then, you know what? We can step in and just kind of throw ourselves in defense mode like this. And then the big thing is going to be we're going to throw Last Stand onto that Crusader. Oh, and you know what? Ooh, I should have healed this Martyr. We might lose the Martyr, actually, now due to my stupidity. Ooh, that's unfortunate, yeah. If this unit gets attacked, I can't remember which one this one is buffing. If it's the Stomper or the Must be the Stomper, actually. So, no, we're okay. We're okay. The Stomper's not going to get hit, so... Nice. Oh, excellent. Man, those Crusaders are tanky. Even without that boost, they're still tanky as heck. But with the boost, they're even more... the boost being the spell that I've cast on them with my Warlord. Okay. Dreadnought can just cruise right in behind here. Blast for some heavy damage. Very nice. And we can follow that up with a nice kill there. Excellent. Be nice to get a heal on our Martyr here, so let's do that. Very good. Martyr's already done his thing. Our hero's done his thing. Ooh, look at... You know what? We can throw on a War Cry and just go nuts. Yeah, let's do that. Actually, let's see. Maybe we can get a freeze. Oh, perfect. That's going to give us more time to maneuver here. Let's see, what's our Martyr looking like? Yeah, we can optimize experience gain for our Martyrs, actually. Let's step over. So right now we're at 28. Now we're at 30. That's perfect. So that allows us to drag things out a little bit, milk that experience gain for the units we need to get it with, which at this point is our Martyrs, because we want them to evolve. This guy's already leveled up. This guy's about to level up. Wouldn't be bad to maybe get the kill with him, or at least get some experience. Okay, not quite the level up, fortunately. We'll do it with this guy, though, because he's getting close. Shoot, we need to... get out of the way. There we go. Nice. Okay. Very helpful. And really, we didn't take any damage, which is great, or very little. Jug of Eternal Joy, high morale, and some not-so-great melee weapon. High morale would be helpful. I can probably sell this if no one else needs it. Yeah, I think I'm just going to sell this, honestly. High morale I will keep. Although this hero's already got extremely high morale, even without the jug. It's already at best. Let's see, what are our... Here, the dwarf could use it, so we'll give it to the dwarf. You know what, we'll just send it over to him right now. Hurry it to the dwarf. Does the dwarf have a melee weapon as well? Let's double check. He does. Okay, and it gives him the sword attack, so we'll just sell this. Spear. I think everybody else already has a melee weapon. Oh yeah, and then we've got our sword there, so we'll sell that. Alright, so that's cleared out. So now the next question is, where do we go from here? So again, we want to head over and deal with this quest, so that's probably going to be the next step for our Dreadnought, I think. And then for this group, I think we'll probably do something similar. We could make another unit here. What are we missing in this stack? Probably we need a Crusader, so let's get a Crusader going. Back up here, this group is going to just stay put for now. Alright, and now, Falsor, we have to decide what we're doing. Who knows where our enemy is? He may be running around, or I don't even know. So we'll get over here and try to assist our allies, just to help guard at least a little bit. Alright, so we've done some good work in here. Now, again, we could clear out the inn, give us units to recruit. We could also just avoid that and go straight for the watchtower, which honestly doesn't seem like a bad idea, just because then we're going to get to see what's going on. So let's maybe do that. Ooh, there we go. Okay, they're trying to make landfall. That trebuchet. Alright, we're going to grab this watchtower. Hoping this is going to help us out a little bit. Just some kind of standard issue Lizardmen here, it looks like. Lizardman Renegade. This is a tier 1 unit. Has Rampage. Has Martial Arts, Overwhelm, And it gets more health if it's in a stack with other lizard men. We got the lizard man chameleon there, so I think we'll probably just go in directly for the chameleon. Just tie him up here. Yeah, there we go. The clan guard's a little bit worse for wear, so we'll cruise over and drop a bestow iron heart. And then we will cruise up like this. Let's throw a fire plague on one of these guys. Or try to anyway. And our cherub can just kind of hang back. Oh, he's rampaging. Okay. Let's cruise on over and see if maybe we can get a conversion here. Nice. Excellent. Okay, that's easy enough. Now we can flank him for some big damage. Cruise over here and help out a little bit. Not so bad. Actually, I should have used this guy to heal probably more than anything else. That's okay. Get the kill here. And then we'll get the kill here. Excellent. Easy peasy. And now we've got eyes on what's going on in this area. Oh, and would you look at that? We've got a settler here. Huh. Okay. Well, isn't that interesting? Ooh, and a nice level up here for Falsor as well. You know, at this point, I kind of just want to maybe buff him up a little bit. Make him a little bit stronger. Just in case he gets in a nasty fight here. So maybe we will throw on a little more hit points. Perhaps a little more defense. I don't think that's a bad idea. Just really making sure he's a little bit tougher to avoid any risk of him getting, you know, sniped and killed off. So yeah, we'll move here and there. I'm actually really glad we captured this watchtower. That makes things a little easier for us. And then our other units here can kind of form up. Let's go down like this and like that. Okay. Now into the Shadow Realm here. So, are we strong enough for this Hollow Grove? Ooh, definitely not. There is a Horned God in there. And a Dire Bear. That is... Ooh, and Winter Weaver. Wow, that's actually extremely strong. We are not going to even pretend to try that battle. Let's grab that gold at least. And then, yeah, we got to figure out what to do with this stack now. As I mentioned, I am sending that unit over to provide a healer, but it's going to be another turn or two until that unit's there. I think we'll wait on this halfling city. I would rather have a little more gold at my disposal before I start trying to develop it. All right, now here we can make contact. Looks like some shadow elves. 55 gold to open the border. No thanks. I will wait and let them try and talk to me again. Future date. Send this guy back to maybe garrison our new city. Which we do want to develop here a little more. Oh, and nice. This group underground. If we can get this guy to turn into an exalted, that's going to be huge. Got some canyon crawlers that need a killing, so see if maybe we can make that happen. Oh, I want this little city to become my vassal, that's for sure. Alright, so... Ooh, and look at that. There are some units here. It looks like somebody's maybe doing a quest for this city. So maybe I'll head up and spoil their fun by taking on these kobold units. Well, actually, I think these units were previously here and then they moved. I thought they were guarding that gold mine, but I was wrong. They just moved up, so... Alright, that makes more sense. We'll attack here. We'll thin them out, and then we'll go kill those spiders. At least that's the game plan. Ouch. This is very nice. Alright, well, let's back up slightly. We'll buff our Crusader. Just going to kind of slide everybody back. Throw on our Defense for Pain, and then we will advance ever so slightly. Now we're going to let them come closer. Ouch. That's fine. We can tank that damage all day. And now, between the rest of our units, we just have to provide some support to our Crusader, who's kind of in the fight. So, let's back up a little bit. Do some work there. Very good. And then we can even step up with our Dwarf here, help out a little bit. Our Lore Keeper took a little more damage than I would have liked, and I got to make sure the Lore Keeper stays alive. So I think what I'll do is I will retreat back ever so slightly. And then perhaps maybe even further into the corner. And then I think I'll drop the heal on myself, actually, because I got to keep that unit alive. And then I will park the Cherub maybe right here in defense mode. I'm a little nervous about these Prospectors getting ambushed, but... Okay, the Cherub tanked the damage. That's fine. Oh, yeah, we're in good shape now. So, now we just got to deal with this Geomancer over here. You know what? This is perfect. We can get the nice flank. There we go. We took a bit of damage there, but nothing we couldn't handle. The Cherub can cruise over and get the kill. Excellent. Then now between our units here, we should be able to handle this footpad. Excellent. And then we can get the kill with the Martyr. Nice. Very nice. And we took a little more damage than I was hoping for, but we got the job done. And importantly now, we could deal with these spiders. I'm a little nervous just because of our health situation, but I mean, our Crusader is in great shape. Our Lore Keeper's got full health. Just the Martyr and the Cherub and the Prospector, I guess, that took the punishment. Fortunately, these are Hunter Spider babies that can teleport. So you know what? Maybe I will just wait one turn, heal a little bit, and then we can deal with these spiders and maybe clear out this structure. You know, kind of go from there. So, alternatively, I mean, I guess we could try this battle. I don't think it's worth it. I think we wait. So we'll just wait. No need to get greedy. And we'll just keep digging the walls here. Try and earn that extra income. Perfect. This little guy can just cruise back to the city and hang out. This group is going to just stay put. All right, now our rogue. Maybe this will be the way we clean up the episode here as a final battle. Let's head to this tomb and engage. Oh, and look at this, a Lich. Oh, very cool. Bolts of Malediction. Neat. He's got Heal Undead. He's got Weakening. Inflict Brain Rot. He's a support unit, so... Yeah, he has Heal Undead. Oh, that's very cool. Quite like that. Very neat unit. And then we've got mummies. I know how tough these mummies are from first-hand experience. And then just a handful of other units. Chant of Unlife is going to be in effect, so we just got to keep that in mind. Yeah, I got to get this rogue back into combat. I've had this rogue stack out of combat for too long. In fact, I think what I'm going to try to do after this battle is get my rogue kind of back to the front lines of battle, because it's really a waste having these, you know, the Siege Trooper and the Seer kind of out of combat for this long. Vampire Hunter's going to come in handy here with spirit damage and also the Turn Undead if we end up needing it. Now here's where the chicken might come in handy, actually. Throw a chicken at the Lich. Try to piss him off a little bit. Siege Trooper up front. Whaler. Mammoth Rider. Yeah, I'm actually kind of... It's a shame I shouldn't have left this stack out of combat for so long. I'm looking at them now. Ooh, that Weaken is going to suck. Also, that unit's going to come back if we don't park somebody right there. Not that that's the worst thing ever, but... Step up here. Ooh, yeah, we could do some big damage to the mummy. Warg will be the same story as well. You know what? Let's try for the immobilization, perhaps. Nice, we got lucky with it. Okay, that's good. I'll take it. We can charge in and blast the Warg for some big damage, but again, they will come back. Might be kind of unavoidable, though. Let's blast the ward here. We can just charge in, get the kill, and step right on his corpse. As for our rogue, might be good to just soften up the mummy a little bit with some damage, perhaps. Nothing too crazy. Then our siege trooper can step onto the raptor and shut that down. Bolts of malediction aren't going to be fun. That's going to hurt. Oh, went for the heal. Okay, that's fine by me. Makes things easier, actually. So now, my Mammoth Rider can charge around behind and get the crippling chance to cripple and a big, huge amount of damage there. That's great. Siege Trooper could use some more experience. We want to get him leveled up if we can. So, let's just... You know what? Let's just get in there and attack the mummy here for some big damage. Although, maybe we'll whittle him down a bit first. Yeah, let's do that. You know what? We can even blast him with the seer here. Nice. Okay, and now we can annihilate him. Oh, yeah. There's a nice level up. That's what we needed. And the Lich, I guess the Vampire Hunter can step up and get the kill here. Excellent. Yeah, that battle went quite well. And this stack's very powerful. We really need to get them back into combat. It's a waste having them out here. Some leggings, I'm pretty sure... Yeah, we don't have them with this hero. Plus, we've got a suite of really good items here, so... Yeah, this stack is being wasted out here. So maybe we'll get them into the water, and then they can cruise all the way back relatively quickly. Get them into the front lines here, so we'll embark them. And then we'll just start heading back to the front lines. All right, well, I think that's going to do it for the episode. This is a great place to leave it. I can figure out where to summon the Cherub. Maybe let me know in the comments what you guys think. You know, is there a spot that Cherub might be, you know, best used? Otherwise, all around pretty decent episode. I'm fairly happy with how things turned out. I wish I hadn't lost that unicorn, but otherwise, I think it's going pretty well. The big thing, though, I do need to get a healer into this group because they're kind of non-effective right now without a good source of healing. So just zoom out and take a look, and we're hopefully going to get eyes on our enemy cities fairly soon. So we're going to keep exploring, looking for that. But let's save it. We will call this one episode 10. As always, guys, thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I will see you in the next one.